Hi everyone, welcome to Freezerburns. As always, I'm your host Greg, the frozen food master, and you're joining me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle one box at a time. Today, I'm reviewing you this. It is the Hot Pockets Calzone, Supreme Calzone, pepperoni and sausage with green peppers, onions, and mozzarella cheese in an Italian-style herbed cheese crust. $2.85 a box. I'm ready to get this out of the box, show you how it looks. We're going to cook this baby in the microwave. We're going to see how it cooks, and we're going to get this into my belly. Here we go. Too cold.
If you spend some time on Freezerburns, then you might stave off the stomach churns. Greg's the frozen food master. He's best bud to your taste buds.
Once again, this is the Hot Pockets Supreme Calzone. $2.85 a box. Let's look at this picture here. It's definitely an Italian-style herbed cheese crust, and just in case you were confused, we got the Italian flag right there. All sorts of Italian cues going on here. We got the green, we got the red, we got this like old style type font. But let's not forget, this is from Hot Pockets. Let's look at the picture. The picture looks, you know, everyone knows what a standard Hot Pocket shape is. But it seems like Hot Pockets, you know, whether it's a lean pocket, whatever it is, anything from Hot Pockets is the same shape. They just load different stuff on top and different stuff inside. In this case, we got this like real Italian seasoning looking thing, all peppered on top of there. And then inside, according to the box, big pieces of pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, onions, and mozzarella cheese. Now I know I'm not supposed to grade things by their box, but I really think this is an ugly, ugly looking box, guys. Design-wise, it's just really bad. I hate this all cap, thin, condensed font. But then again, that's the designer part in me. I just think this is really ugly. Hopefully, it's not so ugly in my belly. Now, what I love about Hot Pockets, though, is in the cooking directions. Cooking directions, the preferred cooking method is the good old microwave. How do we do this? Unwrap the calzone, insert into crisping sleeve, place on paper plate and microwave on high. I don't have a paper plate. I'm going to use a plastic plate. So, just want to get that disclaimer out of the way. Remove from crisping sleeve, cool for 2 minutes. Do not reuse crisping sleeve. That's very important. Crisping sleeves have a shelf life of one calzone, one Hot Pocket. Break the calzone in half and product is ready to enjoy. Now I also find that interesting. You want me to break this thing in half and start from the inside out? Frankly, that's a good way to eat a calzone, but I find it really interesting that Hot Pockets is actually telling you how to enjoy their meal. It's pretty bold. Nutritional Facts, 280, servings per container, 2. Ah, interesting, very interesting. Serving size, 1/2 of a piece. Who in their right mind is going to buy this box with a big emblazoned 1 there and assume that this is for 2 people? They want 2 people to eat this. There's no way in hell I'm going to split this with anyone. I'm putting this whole thing in my mouth. So that's why they want you to break it in half. Nutritional Facts, 2 containers per serving, each serving, that's again half a calzone, 280 calories, 110 from fat, 12 grams of fat, 4.5 grams saturated fat, 20 milligrams cholesterol, 770 milligrams of sodium, 33 grams total carb, 2 grams dietary fiber, 6 grams sugar, 10 grams protein. Not a significant really anything vitamin-wise. Well, the calcium 20%. You got these 2 little arrows here pointing out these 2 major things. One is protein 10 grams, calcium 20%. Now, as I mentioned, not too fond of the box, not too fond of the fact that this is 2 serving sizes. That's appalling. I can tell you right now. Well, I mean, what's 770 milligrams of sodium? That's for half of one of these. Okay, let's look at this. Decent size, right? It filled the entire box, okay? Decent size, bigger than a traditional Hot Pocket in size. That's good. Got the crisping sleeve inside. Let's break this open. Hot Pockets are brilliant, right? They always make sure that they don't use any piece of material unwasted. They're talking about all the 4 different varieties of calzones. I'm gonna pull this open, slide this out. Smells like Italian garlic bread. That smells good. It's got a perforation. I don't gotta tell you what this kind of looks like, guys, but let's just remind you that last week was National Cleavage Day. So kind of keep that in mind. Smells really good, feels really thick, substantial. I'm hoping that this is bursting with product on the inside. I hope the sausage, pepperoni, peppers, cheese is just busting out, much like it shows on the box. I'm gonna put this in the crisping tray, pop this baby in the microwave, and when we come back, I'm gonna show you, or tell you how it smells, break this thing open, let's see how it looks, and I'm gonna get this in my belly. Okay guys, so I've taken this out of the microwave. It cooked for a grand total of 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Stuck it in the crisping sleeve. I'm gonna show you one thing I noticed right away. As you can see, ooh, that's hot. As you can see, the calzone sticks out on both sides of the crisping sleeve. So apparently, either Hot Pockets decided it wasn't worth it to print out bigger crisping sleeves, or they really just don't care that the outsides are crisp. I'm not sure. The other thing I want to note is, yeah, you know, I always comment that things are really hot. I don't have weathered hands. I have very, very, I don't know, spoiled hands, let's say. Not hardened by manual labor. I'm not proud of it, I'm just saying. I'm not going as far as saying I have woman hands. They're a decent size for a man, but I do want to say that I am hypersensitive to touch. Okay, a little oversharing there probably. Taking this out of the crisping sleeve, love the technology of the crisping tray, love it. Now, here we go. Now we got this like butt zone again, right? See that? And definitely 2 different humps here. Still have the perforation, noticeably crisper than before I cooked it, which is always a nice sign. In fact, some of the the green oregano sprinkled on top darkened a little, which is nice. Let's talk about smell. Okay, you still don't smell any of the stuff inside. You still smell a lot of the outside crust, a little bit of cheese melted on there. Definitely Italian herbs. Smells like a pizzeria, which is good. The other thing I want to note is I'm going to start breaking this in half, and it's going to be tough because I have this plate, and I have woman hands. So I'm going to snap this baby in half. Ow. Look at that. That's like a commercial there. You like that, guys? See how I broke that open? You can see the steam, or I can see the steam. I don't know if you can see the steam. Now, that was pretty good. I'm pretty excited that it actually snapped where it was supposed to snap. And you know, the reason why is if you are going to obey the rules, and you are going to actually share it, see I've cut that in half like that, no one wants to get robbed, right? You want to make sure that you have the exact same size as the person you're sharing it with. So it is nice that Hot Pockets has gone out of their way to actually perforate this so that it's evenly weighted, which is good. Now, steam still coming out of here. The sauce smells like, you know, the standard, I keep on saying cafeteria type tomato sauce, but that's basically what it is, like a Chuck E. Cheese type tomato sauce. Maybe I'd go as far as to say a Papa John's. Definitely not a high-class pizza establishment. Much like Pizza Party in Santa Clara. How's it going, Bear? My #1 fan. Now, inside, there's pieces of pepperoni, pieces of cheese. You can see that. Maybe that's a little better. But it's not busting out in the seams like this. Big surprise. When is it ever, right? In fact, if it was busting out like this here on the box, you'd need about 30% more girth availability within that crisping sleeve. Here's the most important part, as you know. You know what, maybe I'll turn it around so you can see, you know, this is the, you know, like if this is Barbra Streisand, this is the left side. I think she favors the left side, I believe. And this is the right side. This is just the back, right? The flat side. This is the bulging side. Now, how does it taste? It tastes okay. The crust is dry, which is good. It's crisp, right? But you don't get a whole lot of piece. I mean, look at that. It's kind of hollow there, like a cave. Maybe I'll try biting towards the center. Okay. Got a pepper and a piece of pepperoni there. It's decent. You know, it's probably everything you would expect it to be from a Hot Pocket. If you had the pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket or the Supreme Pizza Hot Pocket, it's basically the same except it's a little bigger. You don't really taste the outside. It's more looks than taste. I'm not, you know, blown away by this saying, oh my God, ignore the original Hot Pockets, go for the Calzone. A little more expensive, $2.85 a box. You can typically get a regular Hot Pocket at around $2, maybe a little bit over $2. So it's a little more expensive. It is bigger, but not much bigger. I would say this is okay. I mean, it's like Hot Pocket, true Hot Pocket style. They're mixing and matching. It's almost like they're spinning this big wheel and pick your topping and pick your shell and then throw in the standard universal crisping tray and there you go. So I'm not overly impressed by this, but at the same time, it's a decent sized meal. I'm not going to be able to exist with just half of this. I'm going to eat both of them and that's just going to blow my sodium right off the charts. So you take that with a grain of salt, or in this case, a pound of salt. Now, Hot Pockets Calzone. One Supreme Calzone, $2.85. I give this a 3-star. Not great, not horrible. Right smack down in the center. Right down in the center. Right down in the center. Now, question of the day. Have you ever been to Italy? Because I've always wanted to go to Italy. Have you ever been to Italy? And if so, what was the favorite place or thing that you saw there? As always, I'm your host Greg, the Frozen Food Master. This has been another review of Freezerburns, and I will see you next time.